everyone. Today I explain you various forms of energy. So first I explain you kinetic energy. First I am explaining you kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is what? The energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion is called kinetic energy. Just because of the motion. This one is called kinetic energy. And kinetic energy of a body depends upon its mass and velocity, because kinetic energy in a short form I am writing here KE, and it depends on mv square, mass and velocity. So, and the formula of kinetic energy is 1/2 mv square. This is the formula of kinetic energy, and it is measured in joule. We can measure in joules because it is energy, so we can measure this one in joule. Example of kinetic energy is speeding a train. Speeding a train. See here. Speeding a train. Flying aeroplane is an example. Flowing of water. These all are the examples given here. So these are the examples of kinetic energy. And we have one more type of energy, that is called potential energy. Just have a look. Potential energy possessed by a body by virtue of its special state, either stretched or compressed or position, is called potential energy. And body is raised to a certain height. Suppose a body is raised to a certain height. Okay. Height. The potential energy acquired by a body is called gravitational potential energy. At this time it is called gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy at this time. And the gravitational potential energy of a body depends upon its mass, gravity and height. So we can say potential energy is equivalent to mgh, and we measure this one is again in joules. In joules. Okay, for example, if we store water in a water tank on the top of the building, so that is called potential energy. That is called potential energy. If we are storing water in a tank, or water stored in reservoir of hydroelectric dams. Just see this one. So this one is another example of potential energy. An aeroplane or helicopter above the ground level. It is above the ground level. That is also a potential energy. Now what next? Now I explain you one more type of energy, that is called elastic. Now come to the elastic potential energy. Take one spring, and this is just see this spring, and suppose we compress this. Now I compress this one. So what happens? So when spring is stretched or compressed from its natural length, it gets some extra energy, and it can return to its natural length by performing some work. Okay. The extra energy which is stored in a stretched or compressed string is called its elastic potential energy. For example, a person is pulling a string of a bow, so it has some extra energy. Why some extra energy? It needs some extra work to come back to its own position, so that we can say it has elastic potential energy in its string. Or now we have few more type of energy, that is solar energy. So this energy radiated out by the sun, just see this one, is called solar energy. So earth receives a very little part of this one energy, not complete, very little part of this energy. And one more thing, plants use this energy to make food, okay, by the process of photosynthesis. This energy can be stored in a battery through solar cells. You know solar cells? Okay, okay, so there are many more uses of solar energy. Okay, the next energy is heat energy. The next energy is heat energy. Heat energy is what? The energy released on burning coal, oil, gas, wood. That is called the heat energy. Chemical energy. Next is chemical energy. Chemical energy. Chemical energy means the energy which possessed by fuels like what? Petrol, diesel, coal, natural gases. These are called chemical energy. So when fuels are burned, chemical energy is converted into heat energy. Okay, right everyone? Now the next energy is wind energy. The wind energy possessed by fast moving air. Fast moving air means very fast. It's called wind energy. So the energy is used to drive a windmill. Just see this one. To run a windmill, the air must flow continuously. Okay, continuously with the speed of greater than the 9 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now one more type of energy, that is called hydro. Hydro, as a name, hydro energy. Hydro means water. Hydro means the energy which comes from the water, which we are getting from the water. So the energy possessed by fast moving water is called hydro energy. This is called the hydro energy. The energy is used to produce electricity in hydro power station. We can get energy, and we get the energy from the water also. So that is called the hydro energy. Okay, next is sound energy. Now the next energy is sound energy. So it is just like a vibration. So energy is produced by vibrating a body. It gives a sensation of hearing. For example, just see this one. For example, guitar, tabla, and many more things. These all are the sources of sound energy. Okay.